Hi traders, this is Taylor from the tradinganalyst.com. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here and I'm going to give you my thoughts and analysis. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit the homepage www.thetradinganalyst.com and you can check out all of our member-only features, text message alerts, watch lists, daily member videos, and educational videos as well. You can participate in the alerts. If you're interested in signing up, you can scroll to the bottom of the website here and see the membership options down here. We'd love to have you. Alright, so let's get into these charts right here. First chart that I want to cover is FCX. And FCX had a nice breakout today. We were trading in a very tight range right here, as you can see, for about 2.5 months or so. That range was about $2, a $2 range, a very, very tight range, and as you can see, we broke out of that range today. It's very clear. The highs are getting rejected at about 12. The lows are getting rejected, or supported rather, at about $10. So we've got a $2 box, and the measured move outside of this box is a $2 pop. So far, we're almost about $1 into that move. So we've got about $1 left in this move to about $14. And as you can see, there's some resistance right there. So not only did we break outside of this range, but we did so on some pretty nice heavy volume, well above the average volume for FCX and definitely well above the recent average. So this is the highest volume day in about a month. So a nice breakout, a nice candle, nice volume. Definitely think this one heads higher. There's also a gap to fill right here at about 1350 from the close of this candle right there. Next chart I want to cover is Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY. And we've got a couple things going on here. I'm going to scroll out so you can see the bigger picture right here. You can see that we have a very well-defined downtrend line. As you can see, it started over here, and we've got several touches along the way down, almost right there. A few touches here, here. Tried to break over it with this candle, but as you can see, it closed back below that line. Again, right here. And then that's where we're at right now. So we're not only at this downtrend line, but we are at resistance from the highs of this candle, the highs of these candles, and then the low of that little dip that we experienced over here. So what we're going to look for is either a continuation higher. If we get a close over about 46.50 or so above both the downtrend line and this resistance, then we can expect a breakout on Bed Bath & Beyond. But as it stands right now, we are below this downtrend line and below the resistance. So if we get a close down here below 45, then to me that's going to signal that Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be heading lower. Now moving forward, if indeed Bed Bath & Beyond does get rejected at this downtrend line, then we're going to be looking at some pretty major support down here at about 41.80. And that support at 41.80 because of all these candles right here, as you can see from the lows right here, right here, right here, as well as over here where that's support. So Bed Bath & Beyond most likely gets an initial bounce right there if we do head down there. But if that breaks, that will not be good for Bed Bath & Beyond. So we're looking for two things, either a break over this downtrend line or a break below this resistance. Kind of in this range is something that you want to be looking out for. Next, I want to cover Macy's. Macy's retailers are looking good here. We broke over this resistance on Monday's trading session yesterday. the highs right here, and then the highs of these 5 or 6 candles right here, this candle right here, and then on Friday's trading session we got rejected there as well, and then we broke over it on Monday. So more than likely we're going to head higher and fill this gap at about $37 right here. So the gap was from here to up here, and now we're into this gap over this resistance. So more than likely Macy's continues higher and fills that gap. Next, another retailer right here, and this is one that is earlier in the move. So I'm going to go back to Macy's just so you can see. So Macy's broke over that resistance level yesterday. Okay, so let's go back to Nordstrom's, JWN, and JWN broke over that resistance today. So we're 1 day earlier on the move for JWM, and more than likely JWM is going to fill this gap up here right around 44, 44.50 or so. So we can use that as support. About $41 as support, and resistance is between 44 and 44.50. Next, I want to cover Solar City. Similar setup to Bed Bath & Beyond. And we've got this downtrend line right here. Obviously not as well of a defined of a downtrend line that we had on Bed Bath & Beyond, but still a valid downtrend line nonetheless. We've got several touches right here, and as you can see, we are right at resistance from the highs of these candles. As you can see, it got rejected here, here, and we're really fighting with this level right now. You know, you can see that this level is important as we're just kind of trading sideways. So if we can hold above this level for another day, if we can get a close maybe above $25, then I think that we can expect a big upside move on Solar City. If it does in fact continue to stay below this level right here, then we can expect this level down here at about $20.50 to be tested. So right here, you kind of want to just be waiting to see where we move. To me, it could go pretty much either way here, but definitely if we break over this downtrend line, I am expecting a nice upside move. That's a big if. Next, I want to look at Kinder Morgan. Kinder Morgan, same kind of thing that we saw on Freeport Mason, FCX. And the similarities are that we were trading in a very tight range. Here we're trading in about a $2.50 range right here for a very long time, since what is this, February of this month, of this year. So about 5 months that we've been trading sideways. You can just see it right here on the chart, trading sideways, and we broke over that range yesterday, and today we gapped up both days with some relatively larger volume than normal. Another thing I want to point out is we do have a bit of a downtrend line that's just above us, so that may act as resistance. So keep that in mind. So right now we've got about $19 as support, and we've got this downtrend line and this resistance up here at about 23 as resistance, and that's from these candles right here. As you can see, there was some sideways trading action for Kinder Morgan above there. So be aware of these levels and you should be just fine. Next, I want to cover ENDP. And ENDP, if you've been paying attention on this video, you're going to notice very similar setups between ENDP, Macy's, and Nordstrom's. So Macy's and Nordstrom's, similar industries, but ENDP, definitely a different industry, but the chart is very similar, so we can play off of that. We've got resistance from the highs right here, and then as you can see, it's got resistance from these candles right here. And again, these last few candles right here have been running into that $18 level as well, so that is resistance. But if we do break over this $18 level, then we are going to see a nice move to the upside, potentially all the way up to this $25 level. So that's something that you need to be aware of, is that $25 level. If we break over 18, we can see a nice move to the upside, and that would be a very, very nice gain right there. Whether you're playing options or the stock, that's a pretty nice move, if I do say so myself. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it, as always. Again, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit the home page and sign up for membership today if you are interested. If you have any questions, you can contact me, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. Have a great night. See you next time.